Alright, howdy and welcome all to the Shadow Demon Vodcast. I'm your host, Shadow Demon. Today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of Battletech, BTA mod installed. I'm going to do some work for the Free Worlds League. I'm going to kick this off with a nice defend base. 3.5 skulls. Against Terran Hegemony, I've got my monthly bills covered. We're going to try and get some loot. Yeah, we're going to stick an APC in. Just over 500 tons still. Damn. Yeah, I need to up my drop tonnage a little more. Alright. Apparently I can't just deploy the battle armor without them having somewhere to be. Damn. Wish I had a lighter APC, but I don't. Let's see, can I fit this guy? Nope. And they don't have battle armor holds. Alright. Well, we'll just deploy as is. In a little bit, my drop tonnage will upgrade to 550, and then I will be able to probably bring my APCs. But as is tradition, as we wait for this to load, I shall paint. Hold on a second. There we go. That's better mixed. Alright, let's kick this mission off. Should be a nice, easy defend base.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, I'm spread out nicely. I've got high ground advantage all around.
Good to go.
You're not going to do anything.
Stabilizing and bracing.
So we've got a Blackhawk, Berku, I believe. Yeah. So that is a special mech. It's a named variant. We've got a Lynx, unknown 20-tonner, and an unknown 95-tonner.
Good to go.
8 evasion. 8 evasion. Yeah. We're going to reserve and see if my enemies come closer. I want them to get, or be the first ones to move so I have an easier chance at hitting them. So I have an allied marauder as backup. Come on.
For the right opportunity.
Let's see if we can force them. And my allied also brought a king crab. We got a lot to deal with them. Yeah, they're gonna force
Right
me.
here. Mm-hmm.
Not gonna hit them with anything
Yes,
super
boss.
strong to start.
How might I help? I live to serve.
Commander.
Alright, we're gonna have to jump with him.
I got.
He's not gonna be able to see anything. Jump and brace. Now then, let's see what comes into view. And they just unloaded into their Lynx's back. With whatever that 95-tonner was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll sprint to the side with my Atlas. Let's see if we can get an angle on them. Nope. I'm not gonna even take a chance. I'm just... Damn. We're just gonna brace there. It's not worth wasting the ammo. Here comes the Blackhawk. Fired at my allied Cyclops. He's hot and doesn't have much evasion.
Yes, Commander.
Damn. Can't make use of my plasma.
Confirmed.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to shoot that Blackhawk with the plasma rifles. But we'll just fire some standard LRMs at him. Start softening him up a little bit. I'm completely fine with them pounding that Cyclops. He's got even less evasion.
Standing by. On my way.
We'll go for whichever one of these two is the easier shot. Tim, we're gonna try and give this guy a little bit of heat because I can't see his back.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Excellent hits. Missed with PPC. And the 20-tonner is a locust. I'll wait for my allied turrets to come online to deal with him.
Roger.
Go. Now my marauder can see an enemy. And we'll take some pot shots.
Target.
2 misses. Oh well.
Orders? Confirmed.
We'll sprint up. And fire a pair of slug rounds at him.
Target.
He's got 1 hit.
Waiting for orders.
Bag's not going to do anything. Yeah, I'm fine with them reserving again. Because now I've got their initiative, or their, what you call it, evasion low. Hoping that Blackhawk continues to fire. Excellent.
Yes, Commander. Up high.
Because the Cyclops moved, I can't see him. That saves him probably for this turn.
Yes, Commander.
I can shift there and get line of sight on the Raven. Or, sorry, Locust. That gets me close enough, though, to sensor lock him. Now he's in trouble.
Waiting for orders.
Got 2 good shots with the plasma rifle. And a nice shot with the heavy Gauss. Two excellent hits from the plasma. Gauss missed, but that's no big deal.
I've been center locked. Reporting. Of course.
We're gonna keep dealing with this guy. Opened him up nicely. Going to avoid blocking my allies' path to here. So that way, hopefully one of them is able to start it up. Yeah, let's see if we can take out this Locust before it becomes a problem. Nope, just softened it up a little. My allies aren't going to start shooting till the turrets are on. They stray fired might
Damage
me,
minimal.
but didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah. Affirmative.
Let's see if I can do some damage here. Missed with Gauss. Connected with both PPCs, taking him out. Excellent. And I got 3 salvageable parts on the field.
Receiving you. Holding here.
That's 1 enemy eliminated. And turrets online. Which means my 3 allies here that haven't moved should turn around and start bringing me line of sight to them again. Excellent hit from them on my Atlas. Luckily, I've got plenty of armor plates. And they appear to have sensor locked the
Ready
Locust.
for orders. Acknowledged.
Was it the Locust? No, it was the Lynx. He's only open in the back. But that's a great hit chance, so we're gonna take it. That unsettled him. Allied Marauder. At the very least, the Lynx is going to be on the ground. And it's down a laser. Nope, just unsteady, not knocked down.
Let's do this. Moving out.
Just gonna move slightly. I'll have something else target that guy. This should put him down.
Roger.
Get him on the ground at the very least. Or I can miss both shots and not do anything.
Repeat. Negative damage.
What's the plan? As you wish.
Alright. About half of these should hit. Let's see if we can finish off the Locust. Nope, he resisted the
I'm
injury.
here.
Walk over. See what I can do. Down he goes. Excellent. That's 2 enemies off the field, and it's only...
Mech destroyed.
And I only have 8 rounds left.
I'm here. I'm walking here.
Let's hope these clusters hit something good. Down he goes. SRM ammo explosion. That pilot is likely dead.
Tango down.
So now I just got their 95 tonner who's stayed in the back. I still don't know what it is, but it's got a lot of firepower coming for it. Banshee. Banshee caught the king crab.
Listening. Moving. Mm-hmm.
Shift slightly with my Atlas. And we're gonna go Warlord here for a little bit of extra accuracy. Hoping to make this count. There we go. All 3 shots hit. And now the turrets are going to rain in. Probably a mortar turret. I should probably check that, but eh.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
And here come their reinforcements. Let's see what other goodies they drop me. Alright, we've got a LR, 2 70-tonners, looks like, and 3 70-tonners. And this guy.
What's up, boss? Bracing for impact.
If enough of them move in the back there, I may turn around and start hammering them while lightly peppering that Banshee. My ally is doing some good damage there. Got him injured and unsteady, which makes him a great target. They're backing up and sensor locking my turrets.
What's up, boss?
I'm not gonna bother with the Banshee with my Helios. I'm gonna have him turn around and start identifying these targets back here again. Can't target the guy that backed up. Let's see, you've got a Gauss rifle, MML9, and some lasers. Also 70-tonners. A lot of 70-tonner. I might have 4 of the same here. They've got AMS. They hit 10 of my 40 missiles, and I did some light damage. Yeah, this Banshee doesn't really have any hope of surviving. I will be turning the full force of my weapons upon him at this point. Ooh, we've got a chameleon coming into view. So I think they dropped some other mechs on the other side. Yes. But they're somewhere back here and I can't see them. Still not too worried.
Receiving you.
We're gonna back up slightly. Switch up to standard rounds. And go Warlord to make sure these hit. At least give me a better chance at it. Excellent hit from the HVAC and the PPC. He's not having a good day. Enemy crab has appeared. My allied turret opens up the Banshee. Did not see what that was. But it's going for my LRM turret. Alright, so we got a Warhammer 2, Crab, and a Cyclops. Come on. There we go. LRM turret got a knockdown. He resisted the injury, but he's now at initiative 1. And a 70-ton Warhammer has appeared and just annihilated that turret. That was the LRM turret, I believe.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Let's see if we can bounce some missiles off his face. Engine crits. Yep. 2 engine crits. Standard shredder turret. Or standard shredder turret is taking a little bit of fire. We're going to sprint to there, and I'm hoping to finish him off with the heavy Gauss.
Roger that. Target confirmed. Good to go.
Down he goes.
Enemy eliminated.
Engine annihilated. Could take the parts of the Banshee, get that up and running. Helios takes some fire, but they miss. He has ace pilot on that Warhammer. And an enemy is firing at the back of the dragon.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're gonna make use of that.
Roger that.
Just give my Emperor a little bit of protection, because they do like to annihilate him. And we're gonna go for cluster rounds into that Warhammer.
May I interest you in some melting armor?
And I got a laser hit as well. I'm gonna focus on these 70-tonners over here, because they're likely to carry some good stuff.
Commander. Confirmed.
Can't bring my Atlas to bear on them. At least this turn. Let's see what you are hiding in the back here.
It's go time.
I missed seeing it. Because I lost the sensor lock
Wrenching
this
heat
turn.
and stabilizing.
I think it said it was Bellar, like this other one here. They peppered them a little. Yes, it was. Alright. They grazed my Atlas. Still haven't knocked a full bar off. This group of 4 can sensor lock my stuff, but they don't appear to have line of sight on anything. They missed shooting at the Dragonfire. So yeah, I'm going to focus on these 4, try and drop them, and if I have the time, I will go after those guys, but I doubt it. Interesting. Their AMS did not fire. It must be jammed. The only thing that group of 4 down there can see is that Dragonfire because of the sensor lock.
Good to go.
We're just gonna move to there, and try and hammer this Warhammer. Give him some heat because he's mostly laser. There we go. He only took splash damage, it appears, from that shot.
Got something you want done?
Speed is life on this guy.
Hightailing it.
So we're gonna keep him moving. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, he's caught him with one of my ER flamers and broke one of his ER PPCs. My Marauders get hit, but we got his missiles.
Big hit.
5 out of the 6. For once, a majority of them. This one's got ace pilot, but I still have one who's softened up enough.
I'm there.
Alright, he's medium range now. I'm going to precision strike him just to try and capitalize
This should be good.
on my other people who can attack him. There we go, side torso removed. And I got the tag.
Reporting critical hit.
He resisted the injury, but he's now turned 3 and I still got another guy who can go.
Damage is light.
Didn't get any of the missiles that time.
You have orders?
Line of sight's blocked.
Full speed ahead.
Alright, well, line of sight was blocked, so I'm just going to indirect fire at him. Hoping to tear something else off. Or just eliminate him. Engine crits.
Target's taking a critical hit.
That's it. Rear attack on the shredder turret. Only got 4 of the 20 missiles, though.
I'm your spaniel.
That lets me get another round of attack off on the weakened Warhammer. Just need a few good hits on that center torso and he's down. Like that.
Oh, hell yes. Are there none who can stand before me?
Yeah, I shredded that one pretty good. Excellent. 7 enemies left.
Yeah. Yep.
Bring my Atlas in. He's best hit chance. He's gonna take the shot, hopefully.
Lock in target.
Yes, he takes 3 nasty hits on that Warhammer.
Let's do this.
Blade of armor is just going to stay there. My ally is targeting the Warhammer as well. Balak is backing up and peppering my Atlas. They've removed that first bar of armor.
Mostly missed me.
They've still got a lot to go. Chameleon has come back into view. And is firing at the rear of the Dragonfire again. Crab is probably also going to do that. Yep. Oh, good. Allied turret is targeting the Warhammer. It's opened it up for me. Let's see if I can put it down before he acts. Rear attack caught the Cyclops. And they just detonated something. Sounds like an ammo explosion went off. Yep. Warhammer had case, so it survived, but that took a nasty shot from itself. Move my Marauder into position and hopefully put down this Warhammer. Just normal round, hope for center torso. Just some splash damage and probably a shot in the arm. Allies targeting this guy in the back.
Receiving you.
Want to avoid showing my back if I can. Alright, we're gonna be a little risky. Go for a jump here.
Hitting the jump jet.
It's the wrong side of the Warhammer. But I still should shred some stuff. And we're gonna go Precision Strike for the extra accuracy and the initiative drain. There we go. Did tear some, tore off his arm. I think I may be punching this guy with my Atlas,
I'm losing a lot of armor here.
since he wants to get up nice and close.
Waiting for orders.
Come on, put the Atlas down, or the Warhammer down. Oh boy, he's hot.
That hit something good.
And the pilot's in bleed out. That dragon's taking a lot of shots in the back. He needs to turn around and start dealing with them.
Awaiting orders. Have no doubt it will be done.
Let's see what the potential damage on this war. Ooh. That's beautiful. I wonder if I were to precision strike him. It's the same as normal attacks. I'm going to save. Since he's on the ground and I can target the head, I'm going to put as many missiles into his head as I can. Oh no, he's shut down. That's why. Excellent.
Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Now he's on the ground because he's eliminated. I will take the easy kill. And the Warhammer ejects. Excellent.
I will be done.
We're gonna push up a little bit. Get the initiative drain next turn on him.
Firing.
Just because I want my allies to have a chance at doing some damage to him. See if they can soften him up.
Reporting.
I don't care about the small laser. Let's try and punch this guy in the face. I hit.
Let's get...
Almost knocked him down with that attack.
Roger that. Digging in.
And they've lightly tased my Emperor with some lasers. Not doing a whole lot. Six is the crab. Now it's alongside the dragon. Let's see what my allied missiles do. Opened him up. He will get the move, but I have the potential of tearing something off this turn. Fired at the Atlas, missed with his big stuff. I've almost got 3 bars of my armor down.
Orders?
Since this guy is unsteady, we're going in for a kick attack to hopefully put him down.
Targeting for physical attack.
Excellent. He'll definitely be on the ground. Got an engine crit on him.
Scored a critical.
Sitting at initiative 3. My ally is attempting to shoot him in the head.
Let's do this.
Let's see what I can do here. He's got machine gun and ultra AC-10. So we're going Warlord and phosphorus rounds. Let's see if we can push him into overheat. Dangerous overheat territory. So some plasmas that can come after him. Didn't get many of those missiles.
Standing by.
Yeah.
10-4.
Push forward slightly. Go close range targeting. And hope my plasmas can finish the job. Well, I took out the left torso and arm. Oh, that took out his engine. Alright.
Yes, Commander. Aye,
Let's precision strike him for the extra accuracy and maybe get a headshot. I scratched my own Atlas a little.
That one was a bad one right there.
Ready for
A lot of damage. We're going to... No, not going to jump. I'm going to sprint into here.
full throttle.
See if I can finish the job. Fought my own guy a bit, but enemy annihilated.
Farewell, sweet prince.
Alright, there's 3 enemies left now. I got 4 rounds. Well, this round's almost over. So I really only have 3 rounds left.
Roger. Full throttle.
Got a crab, a chameleon, and an Orion. Activate Battle Lord for any extra accuracy. And let's try and cap the crab.
Here we go.
Ripped his arm right open. At least most likely his arm. Could be the torso.
Show them what you've got. Hunkering down.
Crab's not gonna have a good day. Targeting my Marauder. Chameleon's probably gonna back up. That ace pilot move. Yeah. Let's see if the crab pushes forward. Useful for me. And also targets my Marauder. Allied LRM turret. Oh no. That might be mortar. Dropping acid on the crab. That's a good thing.
Good to go.
Nope. I want that
Receiving
crab.
On my way. Double time.
It's going to take a lot of extra damage from this attack. If I can hit. It's already moved, so I'm going to sensor lock him.
Auto lock.
There we go. My ally capitalized on it. And it has new
Get it on.
evasion now.
Confirmed.
Helios can only see the chameleon. We're gonna take some pot shots at it. I'm going to ignore the Orion for now. Allied Marauder takes some hits, which is fine. No missiles eliminated.
Reporting.
AMS has been very, very disappointing.
Certainly.
Now then, let's do some damage to this crab.
I understand.
There we go. Good crits. Right arm removed.
I'm receiving you.
We're gonna go precision shot just so I can attempt to cap him. And I get near perfect accuracy on the Gauss.
Fire an owl weapon.
Right torso down, he's on the ground. Tag mark, in bleed out, excellent. Lots of heat from that plasma. And his left arm is gone. Sadly resisted the injury. We're going to get a little bit of extra defense on him.
On my way. Double time.
On and finish the job. There we go. Yeah, he's probably dead. Got 2 more enemies to remove and about 2.5 turns to do it. Or really just
Commander?
2 turns.
Confirmed.
Let's start hammering this Orion. Yeah, pot shots aren't worth it. Sadly that missed, but I at least scrambled him a little bit and got the Gauss hit.
Everything you've got. Confirmed.
Bag ain't doing anything. I'm gonna have my Helios tango with the Chameleon. And they got my battle armor on the Marauder.
Damage is minor, Commander.
That's why Meatbag is there. Stacks of acid.
Standing by.
Yeah, that is rough terrain. Ow, shoot.
I'll just wait here. Got a spot.
Wrong button. Meant to hit back, not brace. Means I gotta really focus that Orion before he goes.
Affirmative. Target locked in.
There we go. Good hits. Opened him up.
You have orders?
Not gonna have great hit chance there because I'm too close, but I might be able to take this Orion out. Yep, there we go. Ammo explosion taking him down.
Tango
Cool.
down.
Now then, I just got this Chameleon.
I'm here.
Hope for the best. Well, got his right arm.
Critical hit, Commander.
Commander?
Everything's going all in on him.
Roger that.
There we go. Small lasers down, jump jets down, pilot bleeding out in 2 turns.
This just in. Critical hit.
He's the last one on his team.
Copy. Location confirmed.
Let's see if my Atlas can finish the job. Not likely, but we'll get a nice precision shot off. At least gives me a decent hit chance with the PPCs. Got him with 1.
Okay, everybody. Let's hit him where it hurts.
Bracing for impact.
Brace the meat shield. Now I didn't do a whole lot. A little more damage. He is going to go, though. DFA's my Marauder. Successfully. No, he took out his own leg. And punches out. Excellent. Didn't do a whole lot to my Marauder, though.
Commander!
Okay, injured the Marauder pilot with a head hit on that DFA. Never mind, he did something good. He could have potentially stumped my cockpit. So I got lucky in that regard. But I managed to clear out all the enemies. So I will get a nice payday. And the Terran hegemony really don't like me. Another 10, 25, 15, 10, 10. Excellent. Made nearly $1 million off of that. It would have been if I hadn't spent so much in ammo. Yep, tractor's down for 19 days after getting a stump to the cockpit. My Emperor really slaughtered them, and the Marauder Omni wasn't far behind. I'm not surprised. I think it was mostly my Gauss people and LBX. Yeah, my biggest weapons did the most. Alright. Are you... Come on. Alright, so this Blackhawk is an Omni version, but there's 3 parts of it. Good 60-tonner. 3 parts of the Banshee. Lots of lasers. 1 ballistic slot, not entirely interested. 70-ton Omni. Was the OA any different? That one's got an Ultra AC-10. You've got the Gauss and the MML-9. Those are possible as well. Couple Warhammer parts. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Rack 2? If there's a fire control and ammo, I may take that. Light engine, Guardian ECM, basic double heat sinks. Ooh. HISC radical heatsink system. Automatically activates above 75% of the heat bar. Deactivates at 40. That's definite. I'll consider that. Rack 2 ammo, but no autocannon fire control. There is one in the stores. I think I'm going to go the Rack 2. Grab this fancy heatsink system. And the 3 bins of ammo. Didn't get anything to complete. 12 ER medium lasers. I don't really need. I don't need the streak missiles. I'll keep the double heat sinks, the Guardian ECM, the capacitor. Yeah, keeping the rest of that. Well, I got some decent loot out of that, and I've got an idea for that rack. Let's see if I've got any repairs that are necessary. Just need to wait for my pilot to heal up. Alright. My Verfolger here has an open ballistic. What's his movement? 5'7". More built for lasers. If I were to drop the plasma rifles, put a rotary AC2 on. I had another one of these. Nah, I don't have the tonnage for that. Damn. But 45 shots. That gives me 90 rounds of fire, and I still have 4 tons. Probably need a ton for the autocannon fire control. I could drop probably to a heavy Gauss, or drop the heavy Gauss, and just go to a regular. That leaves me 6 tons. If I were to drop that, I need... No, that is 8 tons. AC2. It's piercing ammo for the armor piercing. Wouldn't be an overheat mech, but I'd still have room for the autocannon. I think there's something better I could put it on. Check here. Nothing I can build. I'll see if I can snag some other kind of heavy Omni and build it out to be a ballistic, specifically autocannon monster. Yeah, let's see. Autocannon fire control. Yeah. 1 evasion ignore and +2 accuracy with the weapon. We're gonna buy... Hold on. Yeah, they're 1 ton, 1 slot. I'm gonna buy the 2 that are in the store just in case I have to put it on each of the weapons for it to work. Grab the precision fire control.
New equipment available.
You know what? I'm gonna take both of them.
Available.
And the exchanger here. And get the rangefinder just in case I can stack the 2. It doesn't look like there's any high velocity or hypervelocity autocannon rounds. Ammo rack 2. Hope there might be some special variants on the rack ammo, which would be really nice. Alright. I got some stuff for a autocannon build. Let's go in for a blackout now. Against mercenaries. Go 4-8 because I got plenty of money still. Pull tractor out. Leave the marauder behind. Let's see. Can I... Yeah, bobsled's got the max there. Oh, right. My other battle armor's on that other guy. Who needs some training? Or actually... God probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but we'll go Capricorn, because he's been doing a lot with battle armor. And that gets me an extra mark on the field. And let's bring the fire starter to just increase the amount of flame I can bring to the field. So that'll be a nice backup for the Helios. The flamers. We'll drop like that. And while that loads, give me a sec. I'll be right back. Hopefully this loads soon.
Command interface initiated.
Alright. At least I deployed close. This is probably going to be an ambush.
I'm going.
Hopefully I've got the firepower to deal with any ambushers should I activate this.
Affirmative.
Doesn't look like it.
Racing for impact.
Alright. Bobsled is going to get into position.
Right, Commander.
Moving out.
I'm going to try and move back a little bit with my long range guys.
Moving to position.
That way, if it is an ambush, there we go. Yep, it was a trap. Those spawn.
Roger that.
Next turn I can deal with them.
Location confirmed. Bracing for impact.
And they fired at T-Bone on the side. Let's see what I'm dealing with, and I'll probably end up sensor locking a couple of these turrets. So we've got a light laser turret, a quad medium laser turret, light LRM turret, and a light MRM turret.
What's up, boss?
Meatbag can't do anything. My Emperor's getting shot in the back. Not good.
They will be done.
We're going to use Capricorn to sensor lock this guy, stop those MRM-10s from being as accurate. Wish my AMS was better. Seven and 4 out of 20 and 30 respectively.
Got something you want
That sucks. Alright, I need to... I'm going to deal with the LRM and MRM turrets first, then deal with the laser turrets. Got a tag on that one.
Waiting on you, Commander. Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Try and get, I think, inside the minimum range on those MRMs, if there is any. Hopefully I can do some damage here.
Take this.
Excellent. One turret down.
Turret destroyed. Standing by.
Jump ain't gonna get me what I need. There we go.
Double time. Let's go.
hoping my Helios can deal with this LRM turret. Perfect. I just got 2 laser turrets to deal with, and all of my people
You have orders?
ready to go.
As you
I'm
wish.
just gonna back up and LRM the quad medium laser turret. Turret annihilated.
Turret destroyed.
Waiting for orders. Moving out.
I may hold off with the heavy Gauss. We shall see what this looks like. That's 91% chance. And I'm not likely to catch one of my own guys, so we're going for it. Perfect. Ambush defeated.
That turret is gone.
Orders?
Now we're gonna head to the second location. And try to avoid having
Yeah.
one of my guys get killed.
Hauling ass.
The Atlas and the Emperor are probably gonna flank to the side, and I'll have my battle armor and vehicle just drive straight in. This first one was an ambush.
Roger.
Might not be a second ambush, but we shall see.
Rolling.
On my way.
Acknowledged. Coordinates received.
Roger that. Digging in.
I definitely want to get my heavy Gauss up on the hill over here.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. I'm going.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Good to go. On the move.
Got it. Consider it done.
We're gonna go that way. We
Copy
my
that,
Marauder.
Moving.
Let's move.
Plan is to get the
I copy.
Atlas and Emperor over here.
You betcha. Yes, Commander.
Location confirmed.
On my way. Yep.
And then I'll have my fire starter and
Position confirmed.
Helios kind of waiting in the trees here.
I'm gonna sit tight and cool off here. Don't need to tell me twice.
Get my LRMs also up on the hill.
Aye.
I'm walking here.
Affirmative.
Stabilizing and bracing.
gonna take me a few turns to get into position. That would spring it, so I know basically where I need to park that vehicle before I kick this off.
Confirmed. Coordinates received. Confirmed.
Copy that.
Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing. On my way.
I understand. All right.
Alright, they're basically in position.
Onward.
I get you. On the move. Acknowledged. Taking a protective stance.
I think instead of waiting for my heavies to, or my assaults to walk all the way over here, we're just going to sprint in, kick this off, just hope for the
I'm
best.
there. Location confirmed.
Roger.
Hunkering down.
Yep, it was a trap again. Alright. 4 enemies spawn. Let's do this. Alright, we've got a Rhino fire support tank, a Cataphrax, a Roughneck, and a Shriek AC carrier.
I'm ready.
What are you carrying? Thunderbolts. Alright, Thunderbolt 20s. We're just gonna start by sensor locking you just to scramble his sensors.
Yes, Commander.
And my battle armor shall continue being a meat shield.
Orders.
We're gonna jump back. I think I may sensor lock Shriek to also mess with his. Yeah, triple AC5s and a ton of machine guns. Roughneck's got an AC5 and some missiles. You've got an AC10 and some lasers backed up by an AC. Yeah. We're gonna sensor lock this Shriek to mess with his accuracy.
Lock.
What can I do for you?
Bobsled's gonna pull back and out. And we're gonna drop a sensor lock on the Roughneck now. Make sure he doesn't have great accuracy.
I've got a sensor lock.
Doesn't look like he caught me with anything but the splash damage from those T-Bolt 20s.
Ready for orders.
We're gonna go in for a risky kick here and try to just put this Rhino fire support tank out of commission. Excellent hit. Got him with some missiles. A little worried of the... Okay, he went for the Atlas. My Atlas can take those hits. Five. Last thing is the Roughneck. Helios took some damage.
Minimal damage on that hit.
How might I help?
We're just gonna shuffle along here. Add some missiles to the fire there. Just shaving armor. See what catapult or cataphracts does. Probably gonna target my Helios, considering how close he's getting. Oh boy. Yeah. Luckily the missiles didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Hard hit there.
Yes, Commander. Acknowledged.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a tag on this cataphracts.
Fire in all weapons.
Missed with the heavy Gauss, but I got him with at least a plasma.
I'm your spaniel. Confirmed.
I'm hoping the turrets end up on my side when they spawn. I'm gonna go for the slugs just so I don't accidentally scatter into my Helios.
Engaging target.
There we go. Hit from a laser in AC-10.
Commander. Yep.
We're going Battle Lord here. Confirm that.
Lock in target.
There we go. Gauss hit and a PPC hit. Excellent. Turrets are on my side.
I await your command. I've got a
There we
sensor
go.
lock.
Should have some allied turrets targeting these guys. There we go. We got a knockdown on the cataphracts.
Orders?
And Meatbag's not going to do anything. He doesn't have range on anything. Ooh. Nicely done for my allied turrets. Got an ammo explosion and eliminated a threat.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to jump to there. Go Battle Lord and hopefully torch this thing. There we go.
I hear ya.
We're gonna move in.
No sweat.
I considered using the overcharge ability that he's got. The intensify firepower, but I want to hit this as much as I can.
Go.
Going for the LBX-2 sniper turret. Fine by me.
Aye, aye.
Just gonna shift around and
Heading
kick
up.
it again.
Ah!
go. Opened it up. And eliminated it.
Hostile.
Center torso and front destroyed. Hey, 3 salvageable parts. Some Thunderbolt 20s wouldn't be bad. Atlas got hit hard there, and I've lost evasion. Roughneck is going to add some fire to that.
Oh!
And they caught me in the head. That's not good. Hey, the
Yes,
machine gun sound glitch has stopped.
Be there in a jiff.
Let's focus down this roughneck, and then I can turn my focus onto the other guy.
Everything got.
That puts him on the ground at least, and eliminates his biggest weapons.
I'm receiving you. Move order received.
Nope, not on the ground, but I'll attack him with someone else. Let's start softening up this Shriek carrier. All 3 hit. Excellent. End the tag.
Standing by. I'll race ya.
That gets me a shot on the correct side of this Shriek.
Locked
Let's
and loaded.
try and eliminate.
Come.
Perfect. My Atlas will walk and probably put her or put that roughneck on the ground.
Commander.
Almost stable.
Lock in target.
Missed everything.
Give me grace.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do. I live to serve.
He doesn't have any evasion, so let's censor or let's just shoot him and try and knock him over. Nope.
Receiving you.
They're not doing anything. Allied turrets should take care of him. There we go. On the ground. That'll bring you to initiative 4. And an ammo explosion to eliminate. Perfect.
I'm barely scratched.
I got another pilot and bleed out, or
Mission successful.
in the hospital, which is rough, but we will make do. I've got plenty of spares. Only made 400k off of this, sadly. Let's see if I get any good loot out of them. I've got 4 picks. There's 3 parts of the Rhino. Yeah, 100 damage. And it's AoE. 6-meter medium range. Could be worthwhile. Comes with the fire control attachment, so it's probably pretty decently accurate. And 5 bins of ammo. I'm going to take these fire controls and then the parts. At least get that vehicle built. Howdy, Tortoise. I'm scared that we have a dead pilot count. Yes, usually my chat likes to make fun of me when I either die in game or lose a pilot. The running gag is the number goes up, or the number must go up. And welcome to the chat. I try to keep it at a minimum, but that doesn't always happen. Alright, we got AC-10s, some AC-5s. Don't need the medium lasers or the machine guns. I got 240 engine core, that's not bad. The Thunderbolts and the ammo. Don't need that. Excellent. I got plenty of SRM ammo. I actually got some decent stuff out of this mission, unlike the last. Battletech Advanced. I think it's 3062 or Universe. I'm not sure which one. Yep, that's it. Alright. My people have experience that needs to be spent. It's probably a meat bag. Let's check and see.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I can
Training
up his tactics.
Standing by.
Mech warrior training complete.
Standing by. Orders? Ready for orders.
Training
Just gonna
confirmed, Commander.
quickly go through and
I'm here.
Yes.
train
Commander.
anyone I need to.
Receiving you.
What mechs do we have here? I'll pop over and show you. Got a decent selection. I've got an Atlas. It is built out with mask, Gauss rifle, and 2 PPCs backed up by a small laser. And AMS. Next up is an Emperor, dual wielding LBX 10s and large lasers with medium pulse lasers as well. Oh, and just a regular medium laser. And I got Thanos, which is just LRMs, 2 LRM 10s and 15s, as well as AMS. Just the 2 assaults. And then I have quite a few heavies. I've got a Omni Marauder with a heavy Gauss and dual plasma rifles. A regular Marauder running around with a hypervelocity autocannon 10 and dual PPCs. Or no, sorry, just a single PPC. A Verfolger with an ER PPC, medium lasers, or actually, dual wielding ER PPCs and medium lasers. I don't take this one out very much. Well, your pilots, your pilots will hopefully be safe. Yeah, I've had some Gauss rounds just take out the cockpit in the opening turn, or MRM carriers spawning in my rear arc and just annihilating me. Helios running MRMs and flamers. Blackjack, bomb blast laser, and MRMs. Phoenix Hawk that doesn't get out very much, just kind of running a small selection of lasers. Just more armor. Yep. I've got an Omnifire starter running around with flamers and some pulse gear, large and medium. And I'm starting to build out a small lance of light mechs so I can do some of the light restricted flashpoints. As for vehicles, I just got some APCs and a Saladin. Nothing fancy. But I did just get this rhino, so we're gonna make use of it.
Tech you wanted is back online.
It's running. It's got a C3 slave. I'd have to get a C3 system running up and running. Make this guy really accurate. It's also wielding flamers. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, that's my fire starter. Hold on. Nope, just the missiles and the lasers. Okay. Anything else in storage? Nope, nothing I can build. Pull a Russia and just start throwing scrap metal onto the mechs. Yeah, there's no cope cage upgrade.
Standing by.
At
Standing
least
by.
not yet.
Aye, aye.
Alright. What are my options here? That requires vehicle. Well, might as well grab Stone Cold. And max out his gunnery.
Training complete.
Yep. Standing by.
I hear ya.
Waiting for orders.
Excellent, I have meat bag up to level 4 on
Mech warrior
everything.
Training complete.
What the heck? It's proven tactic that's effective half of the time. Hey, if it works, it works. I ain't gonna knock it. Excellent. Second guy with 10 gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Standing by.
Waiting for Commander.
T-Bone. I want to get you some resolve gain.
Training complete.
Commander?
Mech warrior training complete.
Commander?
Outrigger. Up gunnery and guts.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Ah, God, I was asleep.
Good to go.
Tractor can't do anything. Alright. So. Let's see. Scientific emergency. Four skull escorts. Just going to ignore that. Alright, in World War II, US added concrete to specific tanks so it can 1v1 King Tiger. Yes, also in Vietnam, they did sandbags in the APCs to deal with anti-tank landmines and other traps coming up from underneath it. Alright, pop her out. And we'll bring God in the Atlas. Drop and see what happens. Alright. While we wait, continue attempting to paint. Yes, improvised armor is why we can't use it. Yes, improvised armor is used, so why can't we? Yep. The 3D model is sparsing put. Okay. Not sure what you're trying to say. Ah, yes. When I go to paint, the camera doesn't like it when I turn my shoulder away. So it loses track and then the model starts spazzing out. Sometimes it looks like I'm swimming through space. Alright. This escort loaded pretty quick. Yes, working with a webcam and 3D model has been entertaining to try and get it to work properly. Alright, so we got an enemy blocking force a ways away from where I need to go. Great. Do you know the tank I was talking about? I believe it was one of the Shermans. Not 100% sure on that, though.
I understand.
Location confirmed.
Although I'm pretty certain most of the tanks used had some kind of
Acknowledged.
additional armor added to them at some point.
Heading out.
GIs like to modify their equipment.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Yes, and for the concrete. It's the Pershing. For the Sherman, they just welded more metal on, and yes, almost all of the Shermans had improved armor. Or improvised armor. Yep.
Acknowledged.
If it's effective, people will make use of it.
Coordinates received. Locking in coordinates. I get you. On the move.
Still haven't detected the enemy. There we go.
10-4.
I have found them.
I'm going.
On my way. Coordinates received. Confirmed.
Alright. Well, it all depends. As long as it prevents you from dying, it's effective. And a little bit of additional improvised armor has been proven to work in the past.
Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
We got a 45-ton mech that's part of the blocking force, and that's all I can see.
Commander. Stabilizing and bracing.
Appears to be in range.
Sensors locked on.
Alright, our enemy is a Kudo. And we got a 25-tonner down there. This isn't looking too bad for a fight.
On the move. Full speed.
Do you or have you played War Thunder? I don't play War Thunder, nor have I. Not a game I got into.
Gotta lock.
And we've got a raptor. Alright. Got a Kudo and a raptor. Kinda hoping the enemy will bring something more interesting.
What can I do for you?
And I can't get line of sight with my tank, sadly. Okay. Fun fact, America has multiple tanks that are more of glass cannons than and they're heavy tanks. Yeah, America has a lot of stuff that is basically glass cannons. We have a tendency to like to put big guns on things. Third enemy back in the blocking force is a striker.
Orders. Acknowledged.
God bless the red, white, and blue. Oh yeah.
Taking a shot.
I'm not too horrified by what America does with its tanks, boats, and planes. I'm more horrified by what we used to do with our nukes. Oh, and we've got a 75-tonner. What do we have here? A Prince Crab? Interesting. Don't you love the Antos? What a goofy tank. Yeah.
Reporting.
That was definitely one of the goofier tanks that we did.
Moving lightning fast.
The nuclear mortar or what? Oh, yeah, the nuclear mortar was insane. But if you ever looked into our nuclear missile silos and the various accidents that have since been released, with the details on that, yeah, we had some stuff that was a little scary. I'm gonna save my heavy Gauss.
Confirmed.
Oh yeah, we had one silo that lifted the or one silo where there was a fuel leak, and then
Commander.
a fan was turned on to try and vent it, and we blew the 300 or 400 ton cap on the silo a couple 100 feet into the air.
Taking the shot.
And we also launched the top of the nuclear missile, clean off the missile, and by some miracle didn't detonate it or crack the shielding. And the EOD team that specialized in dealing with disarming nuclear devices kind of sat there and said, "We have no idea how the shielding didn't crack on this thing."
I await your command.
I'm going to just brace meatbag and reserve my other guy, try and reduce some of their initiative.
Roger that. Standing by. Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. Kudo only has
Standing
2
by.
evasion. We're gonna sensor lock him
Got a lock.
and eliminate that. That just means superior engineering, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm more in the sheer dumb luck category. Yeah, no, that was sheer dumb luck. The other fun one, if you've ever heard of the operation, I forget the name of the operation, but we had a constant series of flights of, oh yeah, the missing nuclear bombs. Yeah, I think we've misplaced almost a dozen of them. And we found a few, but it's still a little worrying how many we've misplaced. Alright, so we got...
What's up, boss? Double time. Let's go.
How do you misplace a nuke? By having very lax controls on said nuke. That and having planes crash while carrying them.
Inflicted.
Alright, I've opened up the Kudo. It's kind of like we, in one instance, nearly nuked North Carolina twice.
Got it.
2 separate instances, or the same instance with 2 nukes. Aircraft carrying them went down, and a single failsafe is the only thing that prevented them from going off, and it was 2 different failsafes on each nuke. And one nuke was buried so deep, it took decades for us to remove it from the ground.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
How might I help?
There was also a couple of times where the plane that was carrying the nuke accidentally dropped it. I have a personal vendetta against North Carolina for reasons. Well, then I guess you're not too. I guess you're a little disappointed it didn't happen.
That's a critical hit. Standing by.
Let's see if I can. Can't sprint into direct line of sight to use the heavy Gauss on the Kudo, so we're just going to
Order acknowledged.
walk forward and try and hit one of these guys. Actually, that's ironically my best hit chance, despite being obstructed line of sight. We're gonna take it. There we go. I'm fairly certain I just shot out his center torso.
Enemy eliminated.
I'm your spaniel.
Let's lob some cluster rounds in their general direction. They claim they invented the plane. No, the heck you didn't. Yes, the state didn't. The Wright brothers well, I guess they were the first ones to succeed. Guess that gives them claim to having invented the plan. That's my highest hit chance, so we're gonna go for it. Start messing up that striker a little.
Good to go.
I'm here.
We're gonna sensor lock that Prince Crab, because that's the next one I'm gonna go after. The Wright brothers and the Wright Flyer is Ohio, not yours, North Carolina's. Find something else. Yes.
What's up, boss? Bracing for impact.
Ha! He...
Is
Did
that
he
it?
attempt a
I'm
DFA?
barely scratched.
Nope, doesn't look like he injured himself, but he jumped to go after my APC and failed.
Got something you want done?
Now then. Kick is going to be more effective here, so we're gonna go kick him. Let's kick the raptor. And raptor annihilated. I'm sorry, we have the cool stuff with the first plane, first man on the moon, second most presidents born in our state, LeBron and Curry, also Joe Burrow. Yeah, a lot has come out of Ohio, surprisingly. There we go.
Pedal to the
We're
metal.
gonna sprint into the back of this striker and cause it some problems.
Firing everything I've got.
Also, a museum with an F-22. Yeah. I'm also... Was that Ohio? I think some of the first nuclear silos were also built in Ohio. I have a feeling Ohio is somewhat of America's testing ground.
Receiving you. I'm already there.
I could be mistaken, though.
Affirmative.
Oh, you also have the Ohio-class nuclear submarine. That's named after you. Oh boy, my fire starter has been opened up. We're gonna have to back her up.
Where's all my armor?
What's the plan?
That puts this guy in optimal range for some LRMing. Two best states, Ohio and Virginia. I'm partial to Texas being one of the best states. I mean, it's really hard to argue when the USS Texas is the only battleship in D-Day to hit its targets. Okay, top 3. Yeah. I still love how the USS Texas managed to hit its targets. Flooded its lower deck so it could lean the ship to get more distance on its main guns. Nothing like gangster leaning a ship to hit your targets.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen. Critical hit, Commander.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, I have destabilized the strikers. Let's push a little wide
Full throttle.
and hopefully finish it off this turn. Nope, just took out its leg.
The Cobra strike.
Hey, pilot ejected. I'll take it. So that just leaves a Prince Crab.
How's it going? Double time.
And my Atlas is in position. And he doesn't have a lot of evasion.
Locking on target.
Excellent. 3 excellent
Work
hits.
to do.
And let's scramble his sensors a little more.
Orders.
Brace up the meat
Taking a
shield.
protective stance.
Standing by.
Yeah, we're going to
Lifting off.
jump over this way and hopefully destabilize this Prince Crab with some
I copy.
before he gets to go. You also have the Virginia class submarine and the most presidents born there or in that state. Also, Virginia Tech has a cool walk in for college football with Enter Sandman. Did not know that they play Enter Sandman to walk onto the field. All right. Let's just stand and shoot with the intense firepower here. And hopefully crack something open. There we go. I do believe I got his side torso open.
Commander.
Alright, let's sprint up on this guy.
My way. Double time.
Get those MRMs in there. And hopefully break something.
It's go time.
There we go. His LBX-10 is down. Almost had him knocked down. And my APC takes some heavy damage.
You have orders?
I'm not gonna sprint for that little bit of extra accuracy, because it would be just an even trade-off.
Locking on target.
Let's see if I can convince him to punch out.
Let's go.
2 out of 4 health. There we go. Blocking force eliminated.
I'm here.
Yes, Commander. Double time. Let's go. Yes, boss. Got it. Going flat out.
Time to spawn the escorts and the next wave of loot.
You betcha. Consider it done.
Moving out.
I'm walking here. On my way.
On the move.
Alright. Ugh. Okay, so I got a trebuchet and a Maxim hover transport in my way. As well as a Royal Osrock and a SRM Inferno carrier. Uh-oh.
They will be done.
We're going to scramble his sensors.
Ready for orders.
Brace meat bag.
Holding.
Orders. Going full throttle.
And I'm going to start shooting that thing with everything I've got. First, sensor lock it again. The Maximum Hover Tank also has SRMs, but that carrier is probably the most dangerous thing they've got. You know what? I'm gonna wait on the drivers
I hear ya.
because they've got spawn protection right now.
Got it.
Can't move my APC into range. Fire, but I can bring that SRM carrier down to 2 evasion. Why is Texas in the top 3? Well, it's the second largest state behind Alaska. And, can't argue with Tex-Mex food, and the USS Texas is probably the most gangster of battleships ever.
Watch the flank.
And my Emperor's probably gonna go down here. This isn't good. Just unsteady. I mean, I lost evasion, but that could have been a lot worse.
Ready for orders.
I don't want to give that carrier a second chance. We're going to precision shoot this thing. Get that extra bit of accuracy. And reduce its initiative next turn. Excellent. Got it.
Tango down.
Oh, crap. That Royal Osrock is probably going to shoot my Emperor in the back as well. No, he doesn't. Perfect. All of the enemy units have gone. We're just going to drive forward and make use of sensor lock. Try and reduce some of their evasion. Make them easy targets for the rest of my forces. That hover APC could be nasty. Alright, I have stripped all of them of their evasion.
Awaiting orders. Of course.
That's optimal range for the Royal Osrock. And we're gonna precision shoot this.
Confirmed.
I'm receiving you. I'm there.
I probably should have moved my Emperor first. But hopefully with these precision shots, I can maybe take out that
Roger
cockpit.
that. Target confirmed.
Nope. Caught my Emperor with a plasma. And completely missed with that heavy Gauss. Got him with the tag, though.
Yes, Commander.
Debut. We're just going to turn around and give him a swift kick. There we go. I've opened up his leg. And broke 4 actuators,
Reporting critical hit.
but didn't remove the leg.
Let's do this. No shooting, just running.
Alright. I should have precision shot again. Hopefully I do. Yes. We're gonna go precision shot. Hopefully do some damage.
We can do this. Let's go.
None of them have evasion. I'm gonna hold him
Go.
in reserve.
Okay, I'll be right here.
Commander.
Alright. Dita. Going to
Copy that.
jump to there. Go Battle Lord. Hopefully do some damage.
Alpha strike.
There we go, right torso down.
Solid connection on that one.
Ready for orders.
You're going to continue to reserve, not do anything. They hit the convoy a little bit.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I should have gone with... Damn. Should have done my battle armor first to reduce evasion. But I still got a decent hit chance.
Roger that. Firing on target.
2 excellent hits. Let's see what this trebuchet does. Might be in Atlas kicking range. I also need to see if I can get another precision strike against the Royal Osrock here. Reduce his initiative. You know what? We're gonna drain your evasion. So hopefully my Atlas can just walk over and kick him. Or actually punch him. We'll reserve them so they move with driver, with that 4th driver.
Got something you want done?
Nope. You don't have precision strike. Neither do these guys. Damn. Alright. Well then. We're going to sprint to there. And hope I can hit here. Just going for damage. There we go. Got his leg. That might be reduced initiative. At least it's a knockdown. Yes, his initiative is down. Sweet.
Orders?
Just gonna move up this way. See if we can finish this guy off, maybe? Nope. Kill, please. Nope. Alright, these last two are just going to sensor lock this guy. So that maybe the rest of my team can take him out.
What's the plan?
Just gonna shift there. Hopefully unload on him to finish him off. I got plenty of missiles. I should crit out his center torso. We're gonna try for a headshot. Down he goes. Perfect.
Target neutralized.
Alright, I got a Treb and
I'm here.
an APC to finish off. Let's see what I can do here. Got him with the heavy, but not the plasmas. But I removed his side torso.
Reporting critical hit.
I'm receiving you.
T-Bone should be able to take care of this hover tank.
Knowledge.
There we go. Hover tank annihilated.
Go time. Enemy down.
I don't know if I just removed his arm or his side torso as well. We shall find out.
Orders.
Yeah, just his arm. Let's try and punch him in the head.
Putting my weight into it. Come on, mech warriors.
Nope, that just made him unsteady.
Yes, Commander.
Meat shields, do your thing.
Standing by.
I'm doubting that Treb will last long enough to
Yes,
move,
Commander.
but I'm going to keep my guy around just in case. I don't have... Damn. Don't have precision strike to stop him from going. I'm going to reserve again, and I'm hoping having an Atlas in his face causes him to back away. of missiles fired. Only got 6 of the 30.
Waiting for orders.
I'm ready.
First things first. Oh. Now he no longer has initiative or evasion. I can focus fire on him.
Engaging target.
I'm basically going to sprint all of them to 1 movement away. Hopefully they'll get within 1 movement range this turn. And then I'll just catch my guys up, ready for the last lance to spawn.
What can I do for you?
Opened him up. Got some damage bonus
Ready,
on him.
Get it on.
We're
Confirmed.
gonna jump to there, keep our evasion up. Howdy, Dragon Fairy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Just give me a sec here.
Engaging.
Hopefully blow that guy away.
Give them everything
Yep.
you've got.
He was annihilated.
Style removed.
There we go. If y'all get a chance, go give Dragon Fairy a... Oh, right. Give me a sec. There we go, that time it worked. If y'all get a chance, go give Dragon Fairy a watch. She streams and is a friend of the channel. Totally worth your time. Now then. Just gotta get the Slowpoke tank into position. He's gonna need a turn or two.
You have orders?
Most of my guys are going to be the same way. I'll walk a bunch of them forward just to shake any stability damage they've got. And let them cool off a little.
Ready for orders. Goods to go. Acknowledge.
I don't care that I'm walking through the fire. My mechs should be able to cool all of this.
Yes, Commander. Position confirmed. Heading out.
One, two.
Yes, Commander.
There.
Move. Locking in coordinates.
Hunkering
Those
down.
two brace. We're just gonna park right on the edge. And not going to kick this off until that tank is closer.
right, Commander. Certainly.
Coordinates received.
Roger that.
Alright.
On my way. Move order received.
I will move all of them into position. There we go. That'll spawn the next lance.
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
Alright. Out of the 4 vehicles are sitting in a crystal field, which will give me some protection on them.
Moving out.
And should be able to shift into position.
On the move.
To protect the
Roger that.
vehicles next turn,
Moving to
if they
position.
don't evac this turn.
We can do this. Let's go.
I think they just have to survive this round.
Receiving you.
Meatbag's not going to do anything. I'm going to reserve my other battle armor till these guys move. Which my enemies are a Hunchback, Shadowhawk, Sentinel, and an Osprey. Let's see if I can get me some Hunchback parts. These guys are just going to unload on them.
Standing by.
Waiting for orders. Sensors
There we
locked
go.
on.
Sentinel's
Ready for orders.
evasion is gone. And I'm going to wait to move Dita. Again, his shoulder is open, so I want to avoid him getting hit. They are focusing down that APC despite being in the crystal field. And Osprey's evasion removed. Here comes the Shadowhawk. Going for my Emperor. This is fine. Evasion removed from the Shadowhawk. The Hunchback might have an AC-20. Don't know what the 2CS is. Nope, that looked like a Gauss. It has opened up my Emperor.
They've blown past my armor.
He needs to go. Yep, it's a Gauss rifle.
I hear ya.
We're gonna intense firepower that Hunchback. I need to just start stripping his armor.
Aye, aye. Roger.
Take the risk, push in with the Omni Fire Starter. Go Battle Lord. Do what I can. Hopefully get that tag on the Hunchback. I think I'm hitting center torso, so
Waiting for orders.
definitely getting softened up where it counts.
Let's move.
We're gonna go precision strike. Center torso is definitely weakened. Got him with a flamer and a little bit of heat. Ah, he can't see anyone. Damn it.
Awaiting orders. As you wish.
Let's keep dropping this Hunchback's initiative. But if he does survive, he's not going to get to attack before my big guys. There we go, he's opened up.
Roger.
Let's finish the job, hopefully. There we go, his Gauss rifle's off the field.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
And I gave him an injury.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, they got my LBX-10 on the right side. In danger. We're gonna activate
More under the breach, dear
that.
friend. Roger that.
Jump jet that way. Show him my left side. And just unload some cluster rounds into him.
Target.
There we go. He's down.
Hot damn, let's do this.
Hunchback off the field. A couple of these guys are still dangerous, but I got the most dangerous one off the field.
Standing by.
And I'm gonna put a Atlas front and center on them. Let's see. We're gonna take down the Sentinel next, I think. There we go. 3 excellent hits. Packages away. I got 3 enemies left to kill. We'll hopefully annihilate them.
I'm receiving you.
Same plan. Wait for them to act. Then my battle armor will sensor lock someone.
Presents itself.
Shot down 0 of those missiles.
Nothing. You hear me?
Oh no, 1.
Commander.
I'm your spaniel. I've got a sensor lock.
Yes,
Alright.
Commander.
He moved. I want to show them my left side.
Roger.
They really pounded my left arms. Let's... Oh, that Shadowhawk has a Gauss rifle. Yeah, let's start screwing with him. And I have to bring my APC out of here.
Armor breach. Internal damage. Good to go.
Bobsled. Run away.
Moving fast. Got it.
There we go. We've opened up the Sentinel. I probably lose something to accurate Gauss rifle fire, though. Oh, they just shot the Atlas.
Losing armor. What's up, boss?
All right. Yeah, let's try and eliminate this Sentinel. Nope, just got an engine crit and a double heat sink destroyed.
Reporting.
Can't get line of sight on the Shadowhawk, but I can get unobstructed view of this Sentinel, so we're gonna continue firing.
Waiting for orders.
Probably be setting my Gauss rifle to close. Yeah, we're going for a headshot here. Got him with the plasma, at least. I missed with the heavy Gauss. Probably because she's standing in the crystal field.
I'm ready. Jumping.
Let's see if I can deal with this Sentinel.
Firing.
Both side torsos open. He's down. Excellent.
Hot
Ammo
damn,
exploded.
do this right.
I also managed to clip the head. Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we're going to shuffle over this way with my Atlas. And try and deal with this guy a little. 3 hits
We
with
can do this.
the Atlas on that Osprey.
Commander.
We're gonna do a sensor lock on the Shadowhawk.
Orders?
Meat shield's going to do as
Hunkering down.
usual.
Receiving you. Roger that.
We're gonna jump into the back of the Shadowhawk and precision strike him.
Fire.
Go. Osprey shoots the Emperor, which is unexpected. Got most of the missiles that time.
Commander.
We're going to reduce his
Roger
initiative a little. Just try and slow him up a bit.
Receiving you. position confirmed.
We're going for this Shadowhawk again. At least got a little damage on him.
Out of short-range missiles.
He's gonna get the go, though. Got my Emperor. But I should be able to put my Marauder in a good place, and he's hot.
Commander?
Excellent. Let's see if I can cook off his Gauss ammo. Or just destroy him outright.
Acknowledged.
There we go. 2 good plasma hits. That's a lot of heat.
How might I help? Of course.
Continue the barrage with LRMs.
As you wish.
There we go. SRM ammo went up.
Tango down.
He's down. Just got the one guy left.
Move order received.
And I've got a precision strike with my Emperor. Firing slug rounds for as much stability damage as possible.
Receiving you.
And we're just gonna stand in precision strike
Knocking
again.
on target.
Excellent.
Give them everything you've got. Standing by.
Sensor lock the Osprey.
Yes, Commander.
Brace there.
Waiting for orders. I copy. Fire full complement.
Risking an overheat. Hopefully do something to him. Down he goes. Excellent.
Mech destroyed.
Took out the engine. Left myself 3 salvageable parts.
Mission successful.
Ugh. Well, at least I got 30% extra pay. Made 800,000 off of that. Might have to do some repairs. Now, it doesn't look like they punched a hole and did crit damage, so I should be okay. $25-ton Omni might not be bad to take. Expand out my light mech force. It's only 2 parts, so it's not really worth it. Or medium. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the LBX AC-10. Just in case I accidentally lose one on my Emperor. That way I have a spare. Or more than one spare. Snag that Gyro XL, the Heavy Pharaoh. Alright. Ugh. Let's check the mech bay. Yep. One day on the Emperor. One day on the Firestarter. Storage. I can build a Treb. It's a 50-ton medium mech. I got plenty of mediums, though. I mean, I could fill out these mech bays, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll just keep the parts around, I think. If I get some more trebuchet parts, if I get a full 3, I can build it and just take the loot out of it. Otherwise, just leave it sit, because it's not going to do anything to my monthly costs. Got a jungle assassination against... Alright. I'm going to wait the day.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
The Free Worlds League really likes me, but I'm not going to ally with them, at least not yet. Out of curiosity, though. Nah, it doesn't look like anything's really changed here. Yeah, I think I have to wait for the month to pass. Alright. We're gonna go into this command center. 3.5 skull, jungle assassination. Let's do it. Now then, I want to test out the Rhino. I need to drop 20 tons. We'll drop the fire starter. Actually. Yeah, we'll go with this. Not gonna worry about it too much. I want to see if the intense firepower affects the Thunderbolt 20s. I think it will. I'm hoping it does. And I want to see how well they pound the enemy. They've got a lot of evasion, ignore, and accuracy. If I could add a C3 system going in there, they'd be even more accurate. But I think I'd need to hunt down a Word of Blake or Comstar variant of that tank in order to get a C3I version. That would be nice if I could get a C3I version, then start, putting C3Is in things. I'd be swapping ECM protection for extra accuracy and line of sight. I will also have to check that Omni Raven. If I could stuff a Rack 2 in that thing, that would be awesome. Be a 25 tonner running around with a Rack 2, but I doubt it. Alright. Nothing on radar. Cool. We're gonna hook around this way. I'm either going to deal with the
Location confirmed.
enemy commander first,
Moving to position.
or his support lance.
Moving out.
Either is effective for me.
Uh-huh. I understand.
I prefer isolating the target from
Heading out.
the support units
Position.
and dealing with them piecemeal. Yeah, so I'm currently heading towards the target and his backup is a ways off. Worst case scenario, I can just
Right, Commander.
flee the field after dealing with
Copy that, Commander.
whatever assault or heavy mech spy is piloting.
Copy that. Roger. Holding here.
No sweat. Confirmed.
All right.
I'm going.
There we go. We've spied the enemy. He's got him on radar. I need to come back that way. And it's 100 tons, so it's some kind of assault mech.
Yes, Commander. Stabilizing and bracing. Good to go. Whatever you say, boss.
Jump jets to my advantage.
Standing by.
And apparently I needed to have headed this way because I can't walk through the water. Shit. Damn it. Alright.
On it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
I'm here.
Yep.
And
Alright, next turn I will attempt to sensor lock that guy. Probably an Atlas.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
I've got other guys who have sensor lock. Yeah, he's out of range. If I can get a sensor lock, I can fire things like the thunderbolts at him.
Affirmative.
Orders?
I'll have to use jump jets where I can, or careful maneuvering down.
Ready for orders. Hunkering down.
What's up, boss? Hitting the jump jet. Yes, boss?
I'm gonna come to here and just careful maneuver down my people.
I hear ya.
Oh, I might be able to get some of them to walk down the side here.
reporting. Going skyward.
Yeah, I'll jump with whoever I've got that can jump.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, and I have moved now out of their
Coordinates received.
range.
Here we go.
Alright.
Roger.
Emperor can... Nope. Sprint
Up
and
high.
jump are the same. Okay.
Roger that.
Alright. Slowly making my way into position.
Confirmed. Holding. Standing by. I'm your spaniel. Affirmative.
Here we go.
Gotta love the slowdown due to
I'm
water.
receiving you.
Moving to position.
Engaging jump jets.
Support forces are still a little ways off.
As you wish.
Acknowledged.
Bracing for impact.
Awaiting orders. Consider it done.
He stayed standing in the same spot.
Behold, I take flight.
Receiving you. Roger.
Just gotta get dry land.
Locking in coordinates.
And then I just need to get line of sight on this guy.
Standing by. Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
They're playing the game of reserve. Frustrating. It'd be nice if they would move or do something more useful.
What's the plan? I'll be there before you know.
Standing by. Quick stepping in.
Waiting on you, Commander. Roger that. Standing by.
Let's see if I can get a sensor lock and just fire a pair of T-bolt pointies at him. Might just be in range.
I've got a sensor lock.
Yes, he is. A Domid.
What can I do for you?
I got direct line of sight. I do get the bonus damage. With 91% chance to do 130 or 162 damage. Fire in the hole.
Our primary target is taking damage.
That was 2 nasty hits on him.
Commander? Roger that. Digging in. Maximum speed.
Alright. Let's see what armor plates I blew off this 100-tonner. Yeah, he lost a lot of armor on his arm and shoulder.
Taking shots.
And I've opened him up, broke his SRM-6.
How might I help? Be there in a jiff.
Let's go for it.
As you wish. Okay, let's hit him where it hurts.
Well, ammo explosion, but it was contained.
Waiting for orders. Aye.
This is definitely going to be long range. That's a beautiful hit chance. I took off his side torso entirely. Yeah, his AC-20 is down, an SRM-6 is down, and a medium laser. Let's try and get that LRM-20 as well. 2 plasma hits and the heavy Gauss hit.
Ready for orders.
just gonna sprint my Emperor along.
I hear ya.
Hey, we're just gonna stand and shoot this again. That's an amazing hit chance. 2 good center torso hits and he's down. Probably leg, but he's definitely feeling it. And he indirect fires my Helios. He sent 20 missiles my way and didn't even move.
Commander.
Oh, he's got 9 health left in that center torso. Just need 1 hit. Down he goes. Excellent. Yeah, there's not much left of that mech. Okay. They must also have a Thunderbolt. 65 and an 85.
Orders?
We're gonna brace.
Orders. On the move. Full speed.
Just gonna sprint to the other side of this mountain. Don't see anything.
You have orders? Confirmed.
I'm receiving you. Aye.
Alright, let's see. I'm expecting a lance of 4 people.
Commander? Double time. Let's go.
See if I can get intense firepower with a missile specialty and just skip getting sensor lock. Yeah. They're firing some kind of missile at him.
What can I do for you? Going turbo. Waiting for orders. Oh yeah. Who got it?
Alright, so we got a 40 tonner and a 45 tonner.
Go time. Taking a protective stance.
Kicking it vertical.
We're gonna jump and brace, try and get away from whatever that missile is that keeps raining in.
Yes, Commander. Roger. Full speed.
Bring some AMS into the area. Come on, crest that hill.
Commander? Affirmative.
I'm hoping they crest that hill and I can just pound them one by one with everything I've got. Yes, come into range. Ah, it's a Jaeger mech. Fired at my Thanos. I think he's just splashing me. Now I should be able to do some damage.
I'm your spaniel.
T-bone. Once. I don't catch my own guy in the back when I do this. Risky. I've opened him up. I took a risky shot and opened him right up.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Bobsled? You finished the job?
Firing on target.
Nope.
Hey, stay in the crosshairs.
I should have moved him closer.
How's it going? On the move.
We're just gonna spread out down here.
Locked on target. Let's get fired up. There's work to do. Hunkering down.
Understood. Moving fast.
We're gonna sprint there and then start trying to jump jet up the hill. You reserved.
What's
Interesting.
the plan?
Okay, so he's got a medium cannon, two medium cannons, two medium rifles, and a grenade launcher. That's what he's firing at me. So we're just going to precision shot here. Apparently I risk overheating, but I'm just going to ignore that. And I think that's ammo go boom.
Dial removed.
Chain reaction.
Yes, Commander.
We're gonna hook up this way with a couple of my heavies. Try and push them to flank.
I'm here.
I'm going to get my Emperor in position to start jump jetting up the side of this mountain.
I hear ya. Pedal to the metal.
I'll get onto land here and zip this way, hopefully.
Good to go. No shooting, just running.
Yeah, they can't see me now that I took him off the high ground. Here we go. They got a Vulcan. Okay, fire at my Thanos.
We can do this. Let's go.
Yeah, T5 Vulcan. Alright.
Holding here.
Hey, we shot down all 5 of his missiles, but that tells me he's got an MML.
Standing by.
You have orders?
Jump back. Go cool running. Get a little bit of extra heat sinking. And unload on this guy.
I'm
Boy
here.
does not move up the mountain. Let's sprint that way.
Taking it.
And the Vulcan runs off the top of the mountain.
I live to serve. Affirmative.
I have to get over here and to jump up.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Yes, Commander. Double time, let's go!
Those Thunderbolt 20s were effective.
Come on, mech warriors. It's go time.
Confirmed. Holding.
So you gonna come up the mountain now?
Ready to get it on.
Oh, come on. Apparently I can't jump up the mountain here. Maybe try going that way. Go through the spore cloud, I think. But I'm gonna have my Emperor double back this way.
Waiting for orders.
Waiting on you, Commander. Going turbo.
I just need to get a few of my people in position.
I will be done. Jumping.
Turn the Emperor around.
Awaiting orders. Confirmed.
Their big guy is making his way around.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna have him meet my Atlas. Be 100 tons versus 85. And he's gonna get vigilance.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
I can see the longbow. Excellent. Shot down his missiles.
Standing by.
Keep leapfrogging around, see if I can get up somewhere. And the coward backs off. There we go, the Vulcan comes around at least.
I'm here.
Unobstructed line of sight. Let's see how well a 40-tonner takes a heavy Gauss. We're gonna go precision strike. Attempt to cap the head. Nope, I hit the rock. Caught him with a plasma though. End the tag. Nice.
How might I help? Have no doubt, it will be done. Locking on target.
I'm just hoping to hit something good.
I hear ya. Waiting for orders.
I'm going to reserve... Oh, wait.
Receiving you. Consider me there.
What are my hit chances? Pretty low. Let's reduce his his evasion.
What can I do for you?
Because I've got the sensor lock, I'm going to attempt to hit him with some thunderbolts. What's this longbow got? Only a pair of LRM-20s. Precision strike this. There we go. 67%. There we go. Opened him right up.
Waiting for orders. Roger that. Digging in.
Vulcan will probably retreat. No, he pushes forward and shoots at my rhino. That was a dumb move.
Nice try.
And he overheats, shuts down. Catching him with a plasma was an excellent shot. Vindicator. That was probably a PPC. Got all 5
Waiting for orders.
down.
No problem.
Ooh, this is an dual MRM-20s in the back.
Fire. Get enemy 6.
Come on, good hit. Down he goes. That was a bad move on his part.
Reporting. Have no doubt.
Yeah, this Vulcan's probably not going to survive. Lucky that he doesn't have any ammo, because that probably would have gone off. Got him in the head.
I'm receiving you.
Going for another headshot. Missed everything. No, I got the tag.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We're going cluster and attacking the head again.
Affirmative.
Machine gun ammo goes off. Okay, so he did have ammo that could have exploded. I'm going to reserve bobsled.
Yes, Commander.
Have God sprint to there and hit him with the sensor lock again. That will let... Oh, have the longbow in sight. Can't shoot him,
Got a lock.
but I can eliminate his
I hear ya.
evasion. Roll forward and drop 2 more Thunderbolt 20s on him.
Right, Commander.
Missed both. Didn't even catch him with the splash.
Good to go. Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
Longbow's shooting finally.
Took a
Got
hard
the
hit there.
Emperor. 5 out of the 40.
Ready for orders. Sweet.
Second attack into his back, into the back of an enemy.
Got the angle. Take the shot.
He's probably got more armor and probably won't go up. Nope! I got the ammo. Down he goes. Those little hops with him is put him in the perfect position. Ugh. Ugh. Though looking at what I was fighting, I don't foresee them having any good loot. It'll just be, mech parts. If I can collect any. Maybe complete one or two mechs. Money was good. I barely took any damage. Well, I have one part of him, so I'll take him. And I have a part of him, so I'll take that, I think. Yeah, the rest of this stuff is junk. I think I left only one part of all of my enemies. I don't want the medium cannon or the grenades. And I've got plenty of SRM ammo. I will keep the LRM 20s. Alright. I could immediately go right back in and do another assassination, but I really don't feel like it. And I got 4 days till this store switches out, so I'm just going to wait the 4 days, get Steam Fitter back, and Merry Expulsmus. I get Nerby.
That mech you wanted is back on.
Based on, with a whole bunch of Expulse tech in it.
If you're not the commander or a member of the engineering team, stay out until Yang gives the all clear.
So this is December 30th or December 25th in game. Alright. We are going to have some fun. Refit this Expulse Irby. By immediately dropping a 200 engine core. Actually, can I fit a 240? Won't need these. Still needs to drop 8 tons. That frees up a ton of space. That's proto double heatsink kit. Don't need that right now. Light engine, that's not enough. We'll go Clan XL. 3. Yeah, we'll go double XL. Fit an XL gyro? Nope.
Samira, give me a sense of read. You picking anything up out there?
Don't have structure. Nope. I have to go heavy. Still not enough. Damn. Alright, so... we have to go 210, because I can't do a 240. And add back in a double heat sink. Lost a lot of heat efficiency, though. Oh, I can drop the X-Pulse, just stick with the large X-Pulse. That gives me 4 tons and -8. I've got 2 more tons. Stranger for a ton? That's 12 heat sinking. You know what? If I drop that, do I have... no, I don't have a half bin of AMS. But that lets me put on a laser AMS. There we go. X-Pulse, laser AMS, Speedy Irby. Crammed full of great stuff that would suck to lose. But it's also tanky. And I really didn't lose a whole lot of damage. But boy is it fast. 710. So the silliest Irby you have ever seen is now on the now fieldable. Alright. Start going again.
Financial report for you, Commander.
4.2 mil. Excellent. Still there. Now then, the store should have refreshed at this point. Buy those because replacing flamers with ER flamers is great. There is a light AC2, Black 2. Yes. Legs. I'll think about those. Autocannon fire controls. Pick up some more of them. Definitely want to do a build with as many of them as possible. D&I cockpit. Yeah, we're going to buy one of those.
Available.
Lower leg jackrabbit. It's only 10% from. Oh, yeah, from death from above. There's a better version that I'd like to have. Mask, magnification array. Too bad there's no rack. 2. LBX5 slug. I was kind of hoping for LBX5 cluster. Still got a few people down. Storage. Yeah, the only thing is that... Oh, wait, there's the Vulcan. That's all lasers. Yeah. I'll wait until I get 3 parts of that, and then I'll build it and strip out the lasers. Alright.
This is an all-ship announcement. As a reminder, pets
Didn't
are
center
not
anything
allowed
interesting.
aboard the
Fuck, nothing.
If you're out on shore leave and you see something fluffy, enjoy it there.
Alright, so we've got to travel somewhere else.
It doesn't belong on a dropship.
Let's see if I can find a interesting 3.5 skull planet. I at least got word of Blake. Rich, megacities, good manufacturing, Comstar presence. Yeah, there's a chance that's got good stuff, so we're gonna travel there.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
The Kirby is ready to go.
Docking sequence commencing.
Renew the subscription. There we go. Hey, he's gained dependable and high spirits for 30 days. I already have 7 pilots on the memorial wall. It's reasonable for them to question how long before they're going to be there. I'm going to arrive with like 6 or 7 days before the next financial report. But luckily, I should be able to handle most of what they throw at me. So,
Disengaging from junction.
Fort Blake is going to be a little bit more difficult. No lasting consequences from that. Hey, at least Tractor will be back and all of my pilots will supposedly be healthy.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Alright. Cost me 1.2 mil turn. Fuck, that's a 2 mil purchase. Alright, I can't do that yet. Need to have pods for that. That's 0.5 mil. I'm looking for a cheap one. I'll have to do some... Yeah, we'll do the lounge.
Team on it right away.
I'll have to do some money missions. Hopefully I can get a planet where I can sit there for a couple of months.
We've entered orbit, Commander. We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Alright, let's check the store on Frud. Not the kind I want. I think there's a version of this with some big ballistics on it. That's what I want, not the 4 mmls. Sirocco? Interesting. Quad assault mech. Yoink those
New
BR
weapon systems
flamers.
available.
There's a rack 5. 10 tons. Alright. If there's ammo, I will consider it.
I'm detecting elevated levels of sodium triphosphate in our starboard water reservoir.
Boosted Beagle Active Pro.
I'll be right there.
I don't know if that works on mechs. Actually, probably does. Ooh, a foot axe. 15% more kick damage. That could be good. DFAs do 10% damage. Kung Fu leg. Lower leg Kung Fu. Kicks do 5% more stability. Oh, there's some interesting stuff here. No rack 5 ammo, though. Alright, well, I think this is a good place as any to call it a day, so I thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, I will be live again on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Fallout New Vegas / Fallout 3, because I'm running the Tale of Two Wastelands mod. Otherwise, you can follow the links below. The YouTube link will take you to my YouTube page where there's a whole bunch of my archived videos from the past. Or you can follow me on Twitter with the Twitter link where I occasionally shitpost. Otherwise, let's see here. Dragon Fairy is currently live playing Pokemon Scarlet / Violet. So since she dropped in to say hi, we're going to go give her a raid. I hope you all enjoy. And thank you all for coming.